Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this Hulkbuster figure by SH Figuarts and Tamashii Nation. And this is a die-cast piece, or with die-cast pieces. And there's the box. It's quite a thick box, actually. Here you can see how thick it is. And here we have Hulkbuster outside of packaging. Now this figure does not come with any accessories whatsoever. He doesn't need it because, well, it would have been nice if he came with the power driver arm or even Veronica, but doesn't. So that's all we're getting. It's Hulkbuster itself. And let's do a comparison first so you guys will know how big this thing is. And this figure stands about almost 10 inches, about 9.5 to 9.75 inches in height. And here's it's standing next to SH Figuarts Mark 43 and Comic Cave Igor. As you can see, Hulkbuster is quite big. Now this figure does have some metal pieces, mainly the internal mechanism, internal body skeleton structure as die-cast, and most of the exterior it's plastic, except for the face mask. That's a die-cast piece. And then also this gold piece around the foot area, that's also die-cast. And I think that's about it for the exterior. No, actually, these two gold pieces over the shoulder are also die-cast pieces. And other than that, mainly the skeleton and the joint sections are what's die-cast. And if you want to light up this figure, you will need to pop the head off. And instruction informs you to pop the head off from the joint. Here you can see there are two ball joints right there, and it gives them a great range of motion. And base of the neck there's also another ball joint. And then on the back of this figure, here you can see that panel. Basically, you just need to remove that, and there's a switch for the battery compartment. I mean the on-off switch for the lights. And then here on the calf pieces, you'll need to remove those as well. And you just need to pop them off. And here you can see there's a switch down there. Same with this side. And now you have Hulkbuster all lit up. You see the eyes lit up, the chest, and the knees. Really cool. There's no lights for the hands. Repulsor blast. There's nothing around those. But this is quite nice, actually. And depending on how you adjust it, you could definitely give him a good range of motion. A good range as far as the head movement. You can see that back piece and tilt forward. And then also those two ball joints are helping with the articulation quite well. And as far as the shoulder, it's actually on a ratchet joint. And let's see if I can move it so you guys could kind of hear it. You could kind of hear that. That's the ratchet joint working. And then the thigh, the bicep, there's a swivel joint right there. And a hinge joint for the elbow. Well, actually, it's a double jointed elbow. And you can roll up all the way to about 90 degrees, which is nice. And the hand has a very, very impressive joint for you to achieve the repulsor blast pose. So basically, all you have to do is shift the guard, the hand guard down a little bit, and then you'll be able to rotate his hand all the way, so he'll be able to achieve a repulsor blast pose. Actually, the base of the hand, the wrist section, it's on a ball joint, so you could actually rotate him however which way you want. And here with the arm, also has a swing out joint right there, where I can swing out quite a bit. and about that far out. And as for the waist, is actually on a ball joint, so you can get them to move any which way you want. And as far as the hips, you kind of see one side, the legs can be lowered, just like your other SH Figuarts. I guess like your Mark 43, where you can lower the legs a little bit to give it a little more range. But as far as the leg going outward, you can't really do that much with it. Not sure whether the joint is just really tight or it doesn't really allow you to do that, but you could only move the legs, spread the legs apart a little bit, not a whole lot, but you could move the legs forward and back. And here you can see, yeah, it doesn't give you a whole lot of room to work with. The thigh piece does get in the way, but if you bend the knee, this thigh piece does slide downwards. And here you can see once you bend the knee at a 90 degrees, the thigh piece does come down, and you kind of see the hips a little bit more. There's a rotation right there, and then on the thigh section there is somewhat of a swivel joint for the thigh, but not a whole lot. And as for the ankles, you can move forward and back, and also tilt left and right as well. And there's also toes articulation. So as far as the articulation, this thing is quite amazing for something that's bulky. Yeah, that's the reason I got it, because I saw how articulated he is for something this big and bulky. And here I got him doing a repulsor blast pose with one hand trying to punch someone. And here you can see great range of motion. I'm very happy with this piece. It is quite expensive though. This piece is gonna set you back. I got it through a Japanese site, and I was able to get this guy for about $300, and I believe some other sites are selling him for way more. Not sure whether he's gonna be able to sell at that price, but 300 seems to be a okay price for something this big, and it also lights up. And as far as articulation, I think this is gonna be way more fun to mess with than the Hot Toys Hulkbuster. Alright, and here you can see the hips. It's basically metal pieces, and the legs can spread apart a little bit, not a whole lot. And I just tested it out, and you can do a rotation joint around the thigh area quite a bit. And here from the front, you can see how nice, what type of pose he could give you. And here you can see knee bend, and the legs are spread apart quite a bit, and there is a thigh swivel joint. I was able to get his legs to spread apart even more. Yeah, so quite nice as far as the articulation, and he feels pretty solid because he is using metal joints instead of plastic, because I don't believe plastic will be able to handle this figure since it's so big. And here's another look. I got the lights back on, so he's looking quite cool. Gotta definitely take some photos, some nice shots with him fighting Hulk. And yeah, it's an awesome piece. Let's take a closer look at some of the detailing on him. Alright, so here's a closer look at the armor itself and the joints and stuff. The paint job on it is quite nice, and I'm very happy with it. Look at how intricate that hand is. Those 4 fingers and all the joints that are on there. Nicely done. And one thing I'm not too happy about is the lack of detail with the chest piece, the art reactor. Here you can see there's nothing here. It's just all you see inside is that LED spot right there. And same with the legs. Here you can see right there. All you're seeing is just that light. Same thing with the side. Not a whole lot of detail on the plastic, the translucent plastic piece. It would have been nice if they added something on there. Just would have made it a lot nicer to look at. But that's very minor. And here are the thighs, calves, and those feet. And here's the backside of Hulkbuster. No lights on the back at all. Unlike the Hot Toys, which there will be lights back here as well. And when I was looking at this, I noticed that there are vents right here, which is kind of cool that they did that. And again, no lights back here whatsoever. But it is an awesome piece to look at. And lastly, just wanted to show Hulkbuster standing next to Hulk, so you guys can kind of have an idea how tall he is. Now again, Hulkbuster got his knees bent, so he should be a little taller if he is just standing straight. And you can see he towers over Hulk. And so at the end of the day, is Hulkbuster worth purchasing? I say depending on the price. If you're paying about 300 or so, roughly around there, I say yes, he's worth it because of how articulated he is. Yeah, there you go. There's Hulkbuster from SH Figuarts. Thanks for watching.